I knew my life was about to change the moment my 15-year-old son said the words, "Mom, Bree's pregnant." For a split second, the world around me went silent, like someone had pressed pause on reality. I wasn't just worried. I was terrified, because I'd lived this story before. But I never expected how far this would spiral. Welcome to StoryTime. Watch out and take care. I had Ollie when I was just a kid myself. 15, scared. And holding a positive test in the bathroom of a tiny rental with a sink that wouldn't stop dripping. People told me my life was over, that I'd ruin his life, that we'd never crawl out of the hole we were in. But we did. We got married at 18. We worked our way up from nothing. Degrees, trades, stability, a house full of kids and love. And maybe that's why Ollie thought he could recreate my story like a blueprint. Like my teenage survival was a success plan. Ollie had been friends with Bree since they were 7. Sweet, messy-haired kids who traded snacks and laughed too loud at school concerts. I knew her parents. We weren't close, but we were familiar. Warm hellos, shared drinks, little jokes between adults while the kids video chatted about whatever teenagers cared about. Then Bree's family moved 3 states away. Cheaper rent, a small town, new start. I understood. Life was getting brutal in our city. But after they left, Ollie became obsessed with the idea of moving, convincing us like a tiny real estate agent. Better salaries, cheaper houses, more space. Why wouldn't we go? Because we have 5 kids whose lives are rooted here. Because our jobs don't exist there. Because teenagers don't get to dictate cross-country life decisions. We told him no, again and again. He didn't accept it. Fast forward to Christmas. Bree's family came back to visit, and the kids met up multiple times. I assumed, stupidly, they were always in groups. Then came the bombshell. Bree was pregnant. And I knew in my gut it wasn't an accident. Ollie has condoms. He had full sex education. From me, from school, from life. He knew exactly how not to become a parent at 15. But when we confronted him, he admitted it, quietly. She joked about it, and then we just planned it, I guess. My heart cracked, not just because of the pregnancy, but because I realized the depth of his desperation. He genuinely thought a baby would force us to move, that life could be manipulated into a neat little outcome. And Bree's parents? They cut communication with me instantly. Blocked. Gone. Except for snide comments they passed through my son like he was a messenger pigeon. "Oh, tell your mother this. She'll just go off again. Tell her DNA test demand is insult." The irony? I've known Bree for more than half her life. But suddenly, I wasn't allowed to question anything. Then came the fight. Ollie stormed into the kitchen, red-eyed, furious, shaking. "You're keeping me from the love of my life and my baby." My husband, calm, steady, annoyingly blunt, just muttered from behind his cup of tea. "You have the intelligence of a pear." Not helpful, but honestly, not inaccurate. I told Ollie the truth. "You're 15. We don't know if it's your baby. We are not uprooting 5 children. You are not moving across the country alone. We will do a DNA test, then a parenting plan. Period." He didn't like it, but I wasn't negotiating. Months went by, tension thick as cement. Then it got worse. Bree blocked him. Her parents blocked us. Posts went up online. "Deadbeat dad. It's me and you against the world, baby girl." He collapsed emotionally, stopped eating, stayed in his room, staring at the wall for hours. He even asked me one night, voice trembling, "Mom, is there a way to undo this?" It shattered me. He wasn't angry anymore, just scared. Just a child who suddenly realized he wasn't built for adult consequences. But then, a twist I never expected. One of his friends used an old account to access Bree's Instagram. They found her pregnancy announcement. And the scan photo Bree had sent us months earlier, the real digital version was there. Not the cropped one we got. Not the one with the date cut off. This one showed everything clearly. GA, 19 plus 3 weeks, dated April 4th. That due date didn't match the timeline we were given. It didn't match conception dates. And it certainly didn't match the days she was here with Ollie. Suddenly, the math wasn't mathing. For the first time, the possibility of the baby not being his was real. I didn't tell Ollie. His mental health mattered more than the truth hitting him like a hammer. I wanted to be sure, fully sure, before dropping another emotional earthquake on him. But something inside me finally loosened. A breath I'd been holding for months. And that's when I realized something. I can't fix everything for him, but I can guide him and protect him until he can protect himself. Whether the baby is his or not, our path is the same. We stay grounded. We stay steady. We keep our family intact. We teach him responsibility, not blind sacrifice. And we move forward, one real, practical step at a time. 6 months later, things feel different. Ollie talks more openly. He's eating properly again. He's helping with his siblings. He's doing better at school. And for the first time since this nightmare began, he laughs again. We still don't know the final DNA results. But whatever they are, we're moving into the future with a plan, boundaries, and clarity. Looking back, that chaos wasn't destruction. It was a forge tempering us stronger. I learned boundaries aren't cruelty, they're lifelines. And guiding with tough love builds resilience. Ollie's wiser now, chasing dreams, not delusions, and our families tighter for the storm we weathered together. Thanks for watching the whole story. Let me know what you think about today's story in the comments section below. And subscribe to StoryTime for more stories.